This copyrighted telecast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Nevada. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Nevada and Learfield.
Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to the season's first edition of Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm your host, Mike Stephenson, thrilled to be back and have you back for another year. We have got lots to get to as Nevada's new athletic season kicks off, starting, of course, with the football team and a historic opening matchup. The Silver and Blue kicking off year 2 under Jeff Choate by visiting the nation's number 2 team in the Penn State Nittany Lions. Our highlights from State College are delivered by BTX Logistics. Here's Shannon Kelly.
The Wolfpack playing in front of a new program record with more than 106,900 fans on hand. Nevada moving the chains for a series of first downs on its opening drive, including a nice first down catch here from newcomer Jack Carpenter, until a handoff to Kai Woods here would take some energy out of the pack. A fumble recovered by the Nittany Lions defense would be costly early. One of college football's best running backs, Nicholas Singleton, would get the home team on the board first off the turnover. It's 7-zip Penn State. Chubba Purdy looking to get something rolling for the Pack on offense, but this one headed the other way. Penn State settled for a field goal. It's 10-0. Second quarter, Nittany Lions up 17-0. Texas Tech transfer Jordan Brown with a nice 24-yard pickup for the Pack. Later in the drive, Nevada would get its first points of the day, courtesy of a 28-yard field goal from Joe McFadden. It's 17-3. Inside 2 minutes to play in the first half. Drew Aller doing Drew Aller things. His first touchdown pass of the season goes to Kyron Hudson. Penn State leads 27-3 at halftime. A.J. Bianco would come in under center during the fourth quarter. He'd connect with Marcus Bellin with under a minute to go for Nevada's lone touchdown of the day. The Wolfpack falling to the Nittany Lions on the road, 46-11, your final.
I feel like the group of guys we have are super competitive, and I feel like we put a lot of good drives together offensively against their starters, and I feel like we were moving the ball, and like Coach said, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot and have turnovers. One, me throwing a pick, some fumbles and all that, but I feel like if we're disciplined enough in that aspect of our game and we just keep moving forward and take it one play at a time, I feel like we're going to have a really great season, and I feel like a lot of the guys, you know, after watching this film, we're going to have a lot of confidence.
I just feel like as the defense, we need to create more turnovers on the defensive end. We talk about it every day in practice. We need 3 turnovers a day or it's not a good day for us. So just going forward, you know, making the corrections and then going into next week, trying to create those turnovers. And then, you know, as a team, you know, I just feel like, you know, we got to just continue to stay in that positive mindset going forward and try to come out with a win next week.
With the opener out of the way, Nevada now heads home for its Mackey Stadium debut. The Wolfpack hosts Sacramento State Saturday at 2 p.m., and it's a game we're going to have live for you on Nevada Sportsnet. But first, Wolfpack All Access rolls on after this as we sit down with head coach Jeff Choate following the Pack's Week 1 battle at Penn State. That's coming up next.
First and goal. Bianco sets, throws, right side, Bellin, touchdown Nevada. 25 seconds to go.
Back here on Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access as Nevada football goes back to work after kicking things off in Happy Valley against powerhouse Penn State. Once again, here is our Shannon Kelly sitting down with Pack head coach Jeff Choate.
Joined inside of Legacy Hall on this Sunday with Nevada football head coach Jeff Choate. Coach, tough game falling to Penn State, a true blue blood college football program, a tough atmosphere, but now that you've had a night to digest it a little bit, just what are some of your thoughts and takeaways from Saturday?
Yeah, I think that, you know, you talked about the environment, and we were going on a silent count pretty much the entire game. I was really impressed with how we operated that, actually. You know, you think about that first drive. We've got a couple first downs. Chubba uses his legs. We get the ball out on the perimeter to Marcus. We're operating, milking the clock, doing everything we want to do. And then we make the one mistake we can't make, and we gave them momentum, and that was obviously the fumble on that first possession that we had, and that was tough because I felt like we had everything was kind of going right to the script that we had. But getting back to what we talked about the environment, we operated on sonar the entire game, and until we put the 2-0 line in, we didn't have a penalty. And so I thought that was really impressive. Our guys were detailed and disciplined and understood the mission in that regard. One of the negatives about going on that silent count is their guys kind of learn how to time it up, and their guys are already a little bit better than us, and that kind of added to their advantage to a certain degree when they can time up the snap, especially the big long DN number 33. So I think there was tons of positives to take away from this experience. It was a cool environment. I feel fortunate and blessed to be able to have had that experience, and I think our players do too. Now it's time to really dive into what went well and what didn't, and most importantly, why, and then how do we fix that going into next week against Sac State.
You touched a little bit just the beginning of the game there, and those couple turnovers early on led to 10 unanswered points, 3 turnovers in the game. Just how important is it to learn about this game, just ball security?
Yeah, well, I talk about it every single day, die with the ball. And that's probably the most frustrating part, is that our runners did not value the football the way they needed to value the football yesterday. And I actually put Chubba's interception on us. I thought that was not the best call in that situation as a drive started the delay screen to the tight end, because they were more in run mode than they were pass rush mode. And we cut loose the D end a little quick, and Chubba sees the interior D lineman kind of holds the ball and isn't able to dirt it. I know he'd probably like to have it back and throw it at the guy's feet, but that was a tough one. I feel like that's on us more as coaches than it was on the players in that particular situation. But when you're running with the football, whether you're on offense, defense, or special teams, you possess the ball. When you carry the ball, you carry us all. That's one of the mantras we have in our program. And so that has to, guys that won't, if they fumble, they can't play, period. If that means we don't play with any running backs, that's what it means. And so that's how frustrated I am about that.
On the other side of the ball, defensively, you're able to hold Penn State to 4 field goals. 3 of those were inside of the red zone. I guess how pleased were you with your defense being able to stand up in that type of environment in those situations and hold them to field goals instead of touchdowns?
Yeah, we put them in a lot of tough situations. The defense had their back to the end zone a whole lot yesterday. And again, really proud of the way they competed down there. Playing a team like this in that environment is hard enough, but their offense is about as complex as it gets. I thought we did a good job of kind of keeping the ball in front. We had one bust on a cover 2 later in the game in the third quarter where the half-field safety didn't go over the top. But other than that, we actually operated pretty well. There's some alignment things. I thought we tackled well. I think we showed physicality. Who are the real competitors? What are these guys' competitive character and competitive makeup? And I was super impressed with Dylan LaBarbera, man. That guy, I guarantee you, there were guys in the Penn State locker room going, I don't know who this 32 is, but I'm glad we don't play him next week, because he got after him. And it was super impressive to see that. I think Mervin, he had some mental things and some alignment things that we got to get cleaned up, but he played really physical and really tough and really liked his competitive demeanor. I thought Chubba, he did not back down for a second. He took the game, and when he needed to get out and run, he did it. I thought that was pretty impressive. I think both our tight ends, Jet and Jace, really showed their competitive character. Marcus Bellin, obviously, that's a handful of guys, and you're like, we can build around this. Because one of the things that stood out to me when I'm really going through the film, and detailing things up, was last year it was easier to find the guys that were not competing the way we wanted to. Now I'm looking out there going, okay, we got 5-6 guys competing at this elite level. Now this one guy that's not doing it, he's sticking out like a sore thumb. And that's the culture shift. I think when you get everybody playing with the level of passion and intensity that you need to play with down in and down out to be successful, you get good football. And I think there was enough of that out there for us to build on yesterday. We need to get people excited about football here. They got to come out and see it. I can't emphasize that enough. I think I said this in the postgame, this is a group of young men that are worthy of your support. These guys are going to play the game the right way. And I think it's going to be a good brand of football. And so 2 o'clock kickoff, it'll be fantastic weather, I'm sure. Got enough time to tailgate on the front end and tailgate on the back end if you want. So we're trying to, accommodate everyone in that regard.
Next, more on Nevada's new QB1, Chubba Purdy's journey to starting his first season opener in his 6th and final college season. That's coming up on Wolfpack All Access. Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet rolls on. I'm Mike Stephenson here in our Nevada Sportsnet studio. Chubba Purdy's journey to being the Pack's starting quarterback came with no shortage of adversity and a surplus of faith and resilience. Now in his final season of college ball, Purdy plans to leave it all on the field. Chubba Purdy's college career has not been a perfect spiral.
You dream about like college football. Growing up watching college football, I love it.
5 years and the same amount of starts as surgeries. 6.
I got to Florida State, I was so excited. Then I got to Nebraska, so excited, nothing. And then now I'm here and finally healthy.
After thinking he'd thrown his last pass last season as Nevada's backup quarterback, the now 24-year-old is back for a final ride. This time, Purdy is penned, not penciled in, as QB1 for the first time in his career.
I'm not into playing musical chairs at that position. I think you got to ride with the guy that got you there, and I feel like he can help us win a game, a championship.
I'm ready for this moment. I feel like I've dealt with literally everything you could think of that a college athlete can deal with. So I feel like right now, there's 4 months left of my college career, and I'm excited for it, and I'm just going to run with it.
Quite literally. Purdy boasts a dual-threat attack, and in 2024 recorded stats as a passer, rusher, and receiver.
He's a fast dude. He can move, he can throw the ball, he's a great leader, very, very smart.
He's got all the tools. The thing I love about Chubba, and I tell him this all the time, is he doesn't hesitate. When he sees his read and he sees it's open, he cuts it loose, and that's what you want.
If you stop the pass, you better be able to stop his legs.
Wide open receiver. This is Marcus Bellin, and he is gone.
Throws a good ball, can run. He's pretty much the complete college quarterback package that you would want.
64 yards unofficially. Chubba Purdy to Marcus Bellin.
On and off the field, Purdy is a Wolfpack captain, earning the most votes from his teammates.
Trust breeds confidence, and the fact that he was the highest vote getter in the captain selection, that tells me that these guys trust him, and that should give him confidence.
I just give him credit for having a great attitude every day, being a great teammate, being awesome to coach.
He's a great communicator, and he's a great leader as well. So just being on his side and knowing that he has our back.
He's contagiously positive, always happy, always up in spirits.
There's always going to be ups and downs, but Chubba is the guy, you cannot break him.
I'm so excited for our team this year because you could just tell everyone loves putting in work. I'm just really excited to play with all the guys this year, and I'm so glad that that I came back to be with them.
Purdy pointing to his parents, Sean and Carrie, for giving him strength to persevere.
They always believed in me, and they're like, dude, I've been so close. Every year I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can deal with another injury. It's been just insane. And they're like, you got to keep going. When I finish 13 games, I'll be super excited, and that would mean the world to me and my family, and I'd just be super blessed.
And just in case there's anyone still out of the loop, it's actually Preston Purdy.
38 pounds as a 1-year-old. My dad gave me that nickname, so I've been Chubba ever since.
I don't know, I kind of like Preston Purdy, but we'll roll with Chubba. Of course, the older guy in the locker room is often referred to as Unc by his peers. Chubba actually is an uncle now after Big Bro Brock and his wife welcomed a baby girl this summer. Coming up, Wolfpack Athletics is leveling up and adding a long-coveted indoor facility on campus. We head to the recent groundbreaking next on Wolfpack All Access, but first, here's our Chris Murray with This Week in Wolfpack History, presented by Bradley, Drendel, and Janae.
On August 30th, 2019, Nevada football earned the most shocking season-opening victory in program history. The Wolfpack hosted Purdue at Mackey Stadium that night, quickly falling into a 24-7 halftime hole. Still trailing by 17 points late in the third quarter, freshman quarterback Carson Strong engineered a most unlikely comeback. Strong's 20-yard touchdown strike to Elijah Cooks with 52 seconds remaining tied the game, and after a Daniel Brown interception 2 plays later, a complete unknown walk-on freshman kicker Brandon Talton booted a game-winning 56-yard field goal as time expired in the 34-31 victory. Talton was put on scholarship in the locker room just moments after the game ended, as fans spilled onto the field to celebrate Nevada's second victory ever over a Big Ten opponent.
Greatest win at Mackey Stadium since the Boise Dream came here to die in 2010.
My name is Jordan Brown, wide receiver for Nevada football. Favorite NFL team, Dallas Cowboys, because I was born and raised in Dallas, so my whole family is a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I had no choice but to grow up a Dallas Cowboys fan. Spirit animal, Jaguar. Black Jaguar, to be exact. Because we're coming out hard, we're finna have a different mindset from the last year, and finna put a lot of points on the board, get a lot of wins in the win column, and just come out and see us, and we're gonna show you guys. I'll throw myself in there, but I'll probably give it to Ashton Hayes. Favorite football movie, I will say Friday Night Lights. Reason is because my whole family is from West Texas, particularly Odessa, Texas, and fun fact is Booby Miles is actually my cousin. I mean, not my cousin, but my uncle, so.
Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access continues as we now look to the future and a much-needed and long-awaited addition for Nevada athletics as a whole. After some 3 decades of dreaming, a multi-purpose indoor facility will be built on campus. Shannon Kelly was there for the monumental groundbreaking.
The idea of an indoor practice facility was first thought of more than 25 years ago, and it will soon be a reality as Nevada is the only cold weather FBS school without an indoor field house. The project has been a priority for Nevada Athletic Director Stephanie Remp since she was hired in 2022, and it wouldn't be a reality without former Wolfpack quarterback Tyler Landtrip and Corey Hunt, both of Toll's development, for their help in designing the building plans. Plus, University of Nevada President Brian Sandoval has also played a huge role in making this project come to life by taking it to the Board of Regents to approve a new student fee, which was voted on by the Nevada student government to help fund the cost of the project, which is anticipated to be around $32 million.
Without President Sandoval, we couldn't have gone to the students and had that support. But without Corey and Tyler, we didn't have a path. We didn't know the path. When they come in as a developer, and it's not, Corey and Tyler obviously are our people, right? They're the ones that have done the work, but it took Par Toll's and the rest of Toll's development to say, okay, go spend all of this time. There was no guarantee it was going to happen. There was risk involved, but they said go do it. And so Corey and Tyler just provided a path every step of the way, and it was remarkable.
2.5 years ago, actually, we started this process, and a lot of meandering and turns and reasons to be doubtful that this might end up the same way, but we just continue to find a way, and here we are. We've officially, as of today, closed on the financing, and we'll break ground. It really took a community effort, a student fee, philanthropy, to be able to then go and finance this project. So I would say that the belief was there. We weren't sure how it was going to get done, but it did feel like it was going to happen.
The entire student body at the University of Nevada will be able to use the indoor field house, not just the Wolfpack student athletes. Some of the funds for the project will also go towards 2 new playing surfaces at Wolfpack Park and the John Sala intramural field. The indoor field house is expected to be complete next summer, right here where I'm standing on campus. Reporting at the University of Nevada, Shannon Kelly, Nevada Sports Net.
Yeah, it's about to get dusty, but for a real good reason. Safe to say many are excited to see that project become a reality. Next on Wolfpack All Access, a look at some other fall sports on campus, including the soccer team kicking off year 3 under Vanessa Valentine. Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet marches on as the Nevada soccer team gets going for season 3 under head coach Vanessa Valentine. We caught up with this motivated squad before the season started.
I've said it before, every year should be getting better, and this year's been our best squad thus far. So extremely excited, and we've been working hard these last 2 weeks.
Elsewhere, the Nevada volleyball team starting season 2 under head coach Shannon Wyckoff McNeil with a tournament out in Ogden, Utah. We're going to feature that squad next Sunday. And now a final note from the university. Tickets are still available for Saturday's football game against Sacramento State. And we have learned the Wolfpack will be bringing back Beer Fest for its September 13th home battle with Middle Tennessee State. $40 will get you a ticket to the game plus entry into Beer Fest, which includes a commemorative glass and unlimited complimentary samples between 11:30 and 1:30 ahead of the 2 p.m. kickoff. To buy tickets, head to NevadaWolfpack.com. All right, that is a wrap on week 1 of Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access. We've got a long season up ahead. Here in our Nevada Sportsnet studio, I'm Mike Stephenson saying so long, friends.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.